Hello my YouTube subscribers. Today I'm going to be opening up some vape mail, and I think in this episode of vape mail I'm going to be pulling back the curtain as to what goes behind costs and prices of electronic cigarettes. So I met someone here in Rockford, little story here, really small town, who himself vapes, and he's got a channel I'm going to put in the description. You know, he doesn't do many videos. He's just kind of do-it-yourself guy, and he built the Zone mod, which is basically a black box with a battery. I think it was 18 gauge wire, a switch, and an atomizer. This big. It was a big cube, rectangular cube. It was awesome. And he told me where I could get some DIY stuff. Now, I hadn't really ventured too deeply into the DIY stuff because the nicotine kind of intimidates me, to be honest with you. But I'm going to share that information with you in today's episode of Vape Mail. So the main thing I'm thinking about right now is really be cautious with this. I don't want to drop anything. I'm going to take these peanuts out so I can grab this a little bit better. What I got here is holy moly. Okay, this is 500 milliliters of 100 gram per milliliter nicotine. That's what this is. That's what this big thing is. That's huge. And this was about $56. It's in a vegetable glycerin base, so I'm going to be vaping on some vegetable glycerin. Now this is extremely toxic. Keep that in mind. Each drop, using a rough estimate of 20 drops equals a milliliter, each drop would have 5 milligrams of nicotine in here. It would be really easy to overdose on this and kill yourself. About 20 drops would be enough to do you in. So if you're going to go this route, DIY, handle this with care. So to handle this with care, I bought rubber gloves. Yes, I did. Rubber gloves. And I'm definitely going to be using those. And I also bought some other stuff here. I bought this, this is a 20, hold on, what is this? I think it's a 50 milliliter, hold on. Yeah, it's a 50 milliliter dropper bottle. What I plan to do with this is, because this is such a big bottle and it's going to be ungainly to work with, I'm going to put nicotine in here, cap it up, and it's got a drip tip right there, and then I'm going to have an easier to handle method to make my liquids. That's what that is. That's going to be a lot. Got the order slip right here. Then I got some different syringes and blunt tips. Looks like I got some more gloves in here. Awesome. But let's see here. This is crap. That's going to go in the garbage. I don't recall ordering that. Maybe I did. Maybe they gave me some extras. I don't remember. So this is a 20 milliliter thing. This is going to be for transferring like e-liquid, vegetable glycerin, or nicotine. And then I'm going to wash it out. It says single use only. I'm probably not going to follow that advice. Then I got some really thick gauge blunt tip syringes, which by really thick gauge I mean these things are going to be huge. That's for thicker density liquids, because I'm going to be handling vegetable glycerin. Let's move that over a little bit. Then I got this, a collection of flavors, whole bunch of flavors. I got apple tart, Granny Smith. I got root beer. I got raspberry. What is this? I got a couple tobacco flavors. American Red Tobacco. I got maple syrup, which I plan to mix with, what is it, Bavarian waffle? Or is it Belgian waffle? Maybe it's Belgian waffle. And that's a dark one. What is that? Honey. And Kentucky bourbon and Cubano. That's it. So let's talk about prices of this stuff, man. This is the way to go if you're really thinking about saving money. And I might get some flack from the people who actually manufacture e-liquids here, because what you're going to hear is really going to surprise you. So there's also a calculator. If you want to create your own e-liquids, you know, there's a calculator you can use. It's based off of milliliters, but then they convert it to drops. So, you know, on the rough generalization that 20 drops equals a milliliter. So I used that for some math to math out some stuff. Got raspberry, which is nowhere near as dark as this. Look at how dark this raspberry flavor is. And I haven't vaped on this because of the caramelization. There must be a lot of sugar in there or something. American red tobacco. Plan on doing some stuff with that. Oh man, this one is awfully dark though. Honey is super dark. I'm gonna have to use that in moderation. And the rest of these are all pretty clear. I like that. The clearer they are is usually the better. So what? One of these costs $1.50, and it's 8 milliliters. And a milliliter is going to be used in about 10 milliliters of e-liquid. So I think these are PG based flavors. So when you say 100% VG, that's not going to include the flavor amount, which, you know, I guess isn't terrible, but you'll always have a little bit of propylene glycol in there. You can see the viscosity. It's almost like water. Now, with the nicotine, that was around $56. Pardon me. And for the vegetable glycerin, I got it right here. I think this was $13 or $14. I got this on Amazon. There's less expensive stuff. This is about a quart. I think it was a quart, so that's like 0.9 liters, which is it's I think like 0.997 liters. So this is going to be around 999 milliliters. Yeah, okay, so it was $13. I think it was around $13. There's cheaper stuff. I think that's around $12. This is really inexpensive. And then with the calculator, which I'll link in the description below, there's also applications that you can get on your smartphone to calculate that stuff. All this is calculated out. So I got a spreadsheet here, and I'm going to tell you the cost per serving, per 10 milliliter serving of all of the ingredients combined, and then how I figured it out. So I got the cost here on my spreadsheet at around 36 cents per 10 milliliters. Now I figured that out by taking the volume and multiplying it by 20 to get the per drops method, if the volume's in milliliters. So for the flavor here, we got 8 milliliters, multiply that by 20, it would be 160 drops. For the nicotine here, we got 500 milliliters, multiply that by 20 to get into drops would be 10,000. And then for the VG, what did I have here? 0.946 liters times 1,000 to get it into milliliters, and then multiply that by 20 to get it into drops. And then I have the serving. This is for a 6 milligram per liter. Yeah, milliliters. Excuse me, 6 milligram per milliliter ratio at 100% VG with oh man, what was it? I don't remember the flavor. 20%, maybe. I don't remember. Maybe it was 10%. It's 10%. So the nicotine is going to be 12 drops, and that's about 7 cents per 10 milliliters. The flavor is going to be 20 drops, and that's about 19 cents per milliliter. And then the VG is going to be 168 drops, which is about 11 cents. No, per 10 milliliters. Excuse me, not per milliliter, per 10 milliliters. Because the ratio is now unless I screwed it up, I'll double check my math here. Unless I screwed it up, 12 drops is 20 drops is a milliliter. So yeah, 8.4 8.4 milliliters of vegetable glycerin. A milliliter of flavor, that's 9.4 milliliters. And then 0.6 milliliters of nicotine is 10 milliliters. So per 10 milliliters, all of this is going to add up to 36 cents. After I found the number of servings, the number of drops per serving, I took that and what did I do here? I divided the serving size by the total volume in drops and multiplied that by the cost. Now, unless I'm doing my math here wrong, and I don't think I am, yeah, it's 36 cents per 10 milliliters. And because I vape around 30 milliliters a week, that's going to mean it's around $1 a week for me now. And I can make my own flavors and decide, are they bad, are they good, and really save money here. So this is why I don't think I'm wrong with the math, because this is going to last around 833 10 milliliter servings, which fits with the 20 drops is a milliliter, and it's 10,000 drops. That would be 1,000. No. Hold on. I'm doing math in my head. The first time I did this in my head, I screwed it up, and 500. Yeah, that's right. So that would be 500 servings at a milliliter. But we're not using a full milliliter. We're using almost half of a milliliter, which would be 1,000. Yeah, just divide that by 10. Same thing with the available servings of the flavor. It's going to be the same thing. So to me, the math is all set up. And then I took the number of available servings and I multiplied that by the cost per serving. So I attacked my math through multiple different ways just to get the same number at the end. So 833.33 times 7 cents per serving roughly equals $58. And the cost was $59.99. That's what I got on my spreadsheet. $59.99. Now that's actually really, really cool. If you ask me, I'm gonna vape on this. Hold on. That's really cool if you ask me. I don't have to spend a ton of money on flavor anymore. I don't have to spend. I can spend even less. I mean, it's a huge, huge discount to me. There is though, when you look at it, people are selling 30 milliliter bottles for 15, or even more than that. 20 up to 20, maybe even $30, $1 per milliliter. It almost seems outrageous, but they're taking a risk for you. Is the way I see it. So I'm not going to hark on anybody who's selling e-liquids. They're using their own creativity to create flavors. That's cool, but that's not all they're doing. This nicotine is awfully dangerous, and they're putting themselves at risk to manufacture a flavor, something that you don't really have to worry about when you get it at home. It's not anywhere near as toxic as this 500 milliliter bottle of half a quart. It's almost half a quart. It's actually a little more than half a quart of nicotine in a PG or VG base. So they have to pay people to do that. They have to pay people to think stuff up. They have to pay for electricity. They have to pay rent. So people want to do that, that's fine, but I don't have to anymore, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to be doing some of my own flavors, and I really love my subscribers, I really do. So I've been thinking here, man, it would be really cool if I could share some of my flavors in some way, and also get feedback. My community, my YouTube community is relatively active. You guys comment a lot, and you thumbs up, and that's cool. You share the videos, but I'm thinking it would be really cool. It'd be interesting, at least for me, to see who else, who subscribes to me, who else would be interested in some do-it-your-own stuff. And I don't mean like we're gonna get together and brain bash and start selling stuff. No, I mean just like do stuff, share their own flavor designs. So I'm also thinking, it'd be cool to see what you guys think, and maybe we could work on some sort of network or communication. But anyways, getting back to sharing flavors, I'm thinking if I'm going to be working on this and doing some fun stuff with that, and if I get to a flavor that I really enjoy, I'm going to want to share it with you, someone, in there. And I think this is where my contests are headed right now, is that I'm going to be mixing flavors for me, and then if I totally dig it, I'm going to want to make that one of my giveaways or contests. I know other channels do that, but this, I think, is where it's at for me, because DIY seems to be the way to go. It's Kentucky bourbon. Ooh. It's got a nice... Oh, the label came off right in my hands. Wild turkey. It smells like wild turkey. You ever had wild turkey? Wow, son of a bitch. Are all the labels like that? No, I think that one got wet. Let's see, Cubano. I'm smelling flavors now. That's like a dry green tobacco. Probably not going to use too much of that. American red tobacco. Now, I thought this was going to be like Marlboro's or something. Oh, it's really potent in there. Not going to use too much of that either. Yeah. Holy crap. That smells like the ass end of a fresh pack of cigarettes. A light note of that. So anyway, I'm really excited, and I am going to be messing around with this stuff and working on some different flavors today, right after this video. So feel free to like this video. Feel free to share this video if you think it's going to help someone else. I'm going to leave in the description links to where I got this stuff. I also got something else I should point out. If you do decide to go this route, there's a little safety sheet, and it talks about handling nicotine. You don't have to get nicotine if you don't want to. You can just get the flavors and make your own straight vegetable glycerin, non-nicotine based flavors. Maybe you want to start that route and go just the flavors. Anyway, there's a little information here for handling nicotine safely, which I intend to follow because I have paranoia. So feel free to share this video if you think it helps someone else, and obviously feel free to comment. I'd like some feedback, and until next video, I am going to be doing my own stuff. Bye.